Welcome to the Keep Em Runnin Podcast, episode number 7. Keep Em Runnin, the best car podcast in the world, because we say what other car podcasts will not say. Tonight on Keep Em Runnin, we are asking, are Toyota going to save us from EV madness? Also, we have a report on potholes, and we also have Ben's report on Chinese autonomous driving, and Paddy's got a bit of a video to show us that he thinks we'll really like, and you'll really like it too. So let's get into it. Evening, chaps. Sorry,
Hello.
I didn't introduce you.
Hi.
This is Paddy and Ben, as always.
Hey up.
Before we do get into things, I wanted to thank our subscribers. We got, what did we say we were going to get? 1 million? And we got 10. But we fully appreciate those.
That's 10 solid subscribers.
It's not
there.
bad, actually. It's
Yeah.
your first achievement
Yeah.
on YouTube when you get your 10 subscribers.
There we
So
go. Nice.
less than a week at this point since
thank
that
you.
went out. So
Yeah,
thank you very
cheers.
much. And thanks for the comments. We'll come to some of those in a bit because they blend in quite nicely with our content tonight, I think.
Cool. Where do you want to start?
Well, Toyota,
Okay.
I think they're going to save us.
You reckon?
Yeah. Well, we shall put it this way. I'm going to read here. Do your appropriate editing, Paddy. Because I'm fluffing about as usual. The chairman of Toyota, who has been speaking up for petrol cars, some might be aware of this, that they are bucking the trend being ZEV mandate, EV madness. And the chairman of Toyota, whose name is, I think, Aikido Toyoda,
Oh,
which sounds like mispronounced Toyota, but
Yeah.
is he
His
a
name-
member of the family?
Toyota.
I don't think so.
Maybe a cousin.
Yeah, maybe he's like, well, I obviously have to work for Toyota
Yeah.
because my name's nearly Toyota. And he's saying some good stuff. Quote from him here: "Everybody is shifting to BEVs." Do we know that? We need a glossary of these things, don't we?
BEV.
I've never heard of that. Have you?
Battery electric vehicle.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
the worst of them. So BEV is where they're going. It's 3 or 4 years ago, I was the only one to say that I love smell, I love sound, and I love engines, and I want to keep jobs for engine suppliers. But it seems to me that I am the only one. I feel very alone. So big up Toyota.
Oh, bless him.
But they're not just saying these things. They are putting their money where their mouth is. And this really goes into a lot of stuff. Here it is. I'm going to show you a picture here.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to like this. I can't believe you two haven't seen it.
No, I've definitely not
This
seen it.
is the new Toyota Celica, which hopefully gets released next year.
Oh, that looks nice.
How nice is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's a refreshing change, isn't
And
it?
what's better
That's
is
cool.
that's a mid-engined 4-wheel drive. The base platform for it is the Yaris GR,
Mhm.
which has been a fantastic car. And what they did was, shift that engine into the back of it and
So is it
redesign
the
it.
3-cylinder still?
So it's the 3-cylinder,
Mhm.
making it mid-engine, so it
Yeah.
turns nice, it
Yeah.
rotates.
Let's have another.
It's very nice, isn't it?
Cool, yeah.
So you don't get that
Yeah,
much nowadays,
nice.
where the copy is actually nicer than the original.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, it's the Celica's gone through many
Yeah.
guises, hasn't
Yeah.
it? It's traditionally been a front engine,
Yeah.
front wheel drive or 4-wheel drive.
Mhm.
This a mid-engine 4-wheel drive. So you
Yeah, cool.
could argue that it's the MR4.
Yeah. As opposed to the MR2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
looks
4-wheel
awesome.
Yeah.
4-wheel drive.
Have either of you had a Celica before?
I had a girlfriend with a Celica.
I had a girlfriend with a Celica. Yeah, I drove it. It was fun.
I had a Celica, so I don't know what that says. Yeah.
What colour was it?
It was bright red, actually.
Oh, was it?
Not too dissimilar to that.
Red is the colour.
Yeah.
What colour was your girlfriend's
Red.
Celica? Red.
Yeah.
Oh, mine
Yeah.
was white.
Right. Oh, yeah, you've talked about
Black
that
and
before.
white,
We've talked about Celicas on here before.
Yeah,
actually.
we have. Yeah.
So,
I think it was when our car challenge, and I found a Celica GT4.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So and here's the thing. So this thing about these great cars built correctly that we're not getting with new cars is this motorsport heritage that the development is through motorsport, and the GR, which really is like a skunk works in Toyota, Gazoo Racing, are proper into cars, but they are motorsport competitors. They've got race series around the GR Yaris. So the proving ground is motorsport.
Yeah.
This is how it's supposed to be. This is how you properly test and get a great car. So, big up to Toyota.
It's almost like, did we mention on the podcast with the Renault 5, with the Renault 5 Turbo 2 or whatever it's called?
The Renault
Turbo
5 Turbo 3, yeah.
That's the, because we were always saying, it doesn't have any motorsport
No.
heritage behind it,
Well-
does it? It's just got the name. But this is almost what it should be. This is the real deal, isn't it?
There will be able to be a race series around this. It will be able to complete laps. It won't just be a showpiece that can do some fancy things for 10 minutes of charge.
Is there a release date on that?
I don't think there's an official one as yet, and they're still calling it a concept, I think, but it's pretty much nailed on. That's what you're going to get. That's what it's going to look like.
Cool. I suspect there'll be quite a few Toyota Yaris GRs for sale when that comes out. I think everyone who got the Yaris will be thinking, ooh, quite like the engine in the back.
Yeah.
And for it to look like that as well. So, interesting.
Any guide on price?
No, I don't know what that'll be.
No.
No. They're all expensive, aren't they? It'll be expensive. And
Yeah, it'd be
they'll have no
interesting.
trouble selling them.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see whether, because electric cars are really expensive.
Yeah.
Aren't
Well,
So, and petrol car, well, they were more expensive than the petrol cars, weren't they? That's why
it depends.
felt.
There are some cheap ones.
It's all over the place.
Cheap one later,
It's all
actually.
over the place. Yeah.
It is all over the place.
I was just thinking about when the company cars were coming in, the electric cars, and it was like,
It's
instead
expensive.
of 30 grand for a decent car, it was like 50 grand or 70 grand for a decent car.
It's expensive for the traditional manufacturers. They're sort of retooling, redeveloping.
Yeah.
But they, as we've talked about before, they do it to a high standard. So they're being flooded by cheap, poor quality Chinese things, and they're trying to compete with, which we don't think is what should be happening for many reasons that we cover on this.
Just while we're talking about prices and such, I had a thought the other day just about the car market in general. And we always kind of say, obviously, new cars are all crap. And I think a lot of people realise that now. So the car market's in a place it's never been before, where in the past, the new cars would always be better than the ones they're replacing. But now it's kind of getting to the stage where that's not necessarily true. So you've got this car market where they're trying to bring new stuff out. A lot of people don't want it. They're going a bit older secondhand stuff, and it's just all over the place. So manufacturers can't sell stuff. Used prices are all over, and it's just in a strange
I think that's...
it's never happened before.
No, it's not.
This kind of era we're in.
It's a right mess.
Yeah.
We've never had an era where in cars where we're being forced to have something that's not as good as what we've got already.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I know there's people that disagree with that, but they're wrong. It's a lot of, you get this ludicrous thing, comparisons to changing from horses to cars. But I say, it's like, I don't remember anybody forcing you to not have a horse and having a horse scrappage scheme and taxing you
Horse
to
crap,
death for having a horse, and so it's absolute nonsense. If it was better, you would choose it.
Yeah.
It's not better, and not choosing it. And this sort of what we're seeing in the market is a good sign of the resistance.
Because it was quite subtle at first that you'd have to be really into cars to realise the new stuff wasn't as good. But the gap's just getting bigger and bigger, and the build quality, even like your average Joe is like, spotting quality issues and all the rest of it. So it'd be interesting to see where it goes.
So not the only thing that Toyota are doing. Surprised you weren't aware of this one, the GRGT.
Yeah, no, you mentioned it earlier. I've not. Ooh, look at that.
And that's got a big V8 in the front.
So is that Supra replacement?
Yeah, I guess it's sort of going.
Because they've stopped the Supra.
Yeah, they did stop the Supra, didn't they?
Yeah.
So V8, you say?
A V8 GT car.
Got a very long bonnet.
And it has got a very long bonnet. And they're doing a GT3 car of it as well.
Very nice.
It a little bit reminds me of an Aston Martin crossed with a TVR Cerbera.
You love TVR Cerbera, so you see that in everything.
Yeah, no,
it does have the length to it,
long,
doesn't it?
sleek.
Yeah. No, I get what you're
the
saying.
low windows.
It looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It
I
does.
love that GT3 car.
I think it looks similar to a GT3 concept they had previously, I think.
Yeah,
maybe before the Supra, they had like a
yeah.
GT3, which looks similar to that. So nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good stuff.
They make a good V8 Toyota as well. Cool.
Yeah, so big up Toyota.
Cool. Yeah.
Doing
Awesome
it right.
Yeah.
Sticking to how it used to be. As I say, I think these are all signs of resistance. So through the market, people aren't wanting to buy the cars that they're being
And I think
forced to.
Toyota have a bit more control over what they do because they're so popular in other countries. So they'll be popular in countries where they don't have to deal with all the EU regulations and stuff. So they'll get money without having to go down the EV route.
Yeah.
Whereas if you've got a car company that's only kind of popular in Europe, they've got no choice.
I think the big thing in the future is going to be the US, isn't it? I mean, when this administration ends, it might all go back again.
Who knows?
And I'm not saying there's anything particularly good about either of the administrations, but this is that, and that obviously is somewhere they know they can sell a lot of Toyotas.
Yeah, I suppose countries like Australia and India and places where it's not really right to have, or places where it's
The infrastructure's not.
the infrastructure's not there.
And it's not coming anytime soon in some countries.
So I wonder what kind of cars are popular over there. If a lot of these manufacturers, like the well-known ones, are slowing down making decent cars.
In India, places like that.
Well, I suppose more Australia. Because you can't have an electric car in Australia.
Oh yeah, you can. They're really they're going full on with it.
Are they?
Yeah, and I think as well you got a lot of possibility for solar charging and things out there.
That's true.
And I think people can tend to have a lot bigger properties and things. So
Yeah.
it's so close to China physically, isn't it? Australia,
it is.
and Australia is one of those governments that's signed up to all the stuff.
They sure have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so you sort of brought up something there, Paddy, about electric vehicles are more expensive, and saying yes, if they are made by traditional manufacturers with safety in mind. And we were talking a bit about safety. The video we showed last week of the Chinese car setting on fire with the door handles that disappear and not being able to open them while it's on fire. What occurred to me was if that was built by a German manufacturer, they would have had a fail-safe. So that if there was something that was in error, it would pop the handles out.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
what
All
it
you
would
need
do.
is a blooming heat sensor in the middle of the car, and if it gets too hot, it opens all the windows and doors.
Yeah.
But it would also be, as such a critical thing, there would be 4 separate modules. You wouldn't have one module that controlled all 4 door handles. You'd have 4 separate modules. And these are things about Chinese manufacturing that is dangerous. They're absolutely dangerous. Now, I've got to say on the Toyota thing, there's a Carwow video on it where Matt Watson's gone out to Toyota and it's great. It's worth watching.
Really cool.
However, Carwow, I like Matt Watson, I really do, but I think like a lot of these motoring journalists now, they are sort of in hock to some degree with this sort of Chinese things. And there was an interesting news item and a video that he did this week. And I thought, I'll give this a watch. And really early on in it, now what it is a very cheap Chinese EV. That's why sort of 20 grand. And it's the Cherry Tigo 4. So,
Okay.
could have a quiz on these,
Cherry
couldn't we? Because they're
Tigo.
really hard to
As
remember, all
a
these
Nissan-
Chinese
A
brands.
Nissan Cherry?
A Cherry, no.
To go for.
Cherry spelt incorrectly.
Yeah,
We've
why
only
not?
one R.
Oh,
Cherry Tigo 4. It's
is that the name of the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think like which is
I
the one?
thought it was a question. I was trying to.
Which is the one to go for?
What Cherry shall I go for?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't expect anybody to remember these brands. But the interesting thing is watching his video, he's quite early on in it says, a lot of people are sort of suggesting that somehow I'm paid by the electric vehicle or Chinese car companies to promote it. So he's obviously getting slated for it in the comments. And he sort of goes to try and prove that he's not that guy by, I don't know if we're going to pick up the helicopter on the microphone. So our helicopter landing on the roof of Keep Em Running Towers.
They've heard you talking about.
Oh, yeah, it's a SWAT team. So he starts off sort of trying to address that. And what he does, he goes around this car and he goes, so look at this. And he gets a sort of rear light and shows you how it's not fitted right and it's all wobbly. He then points out a few other things in the car, including that the rear view mirror is just shaking all the time while he's driving it. It's not free. And a few other things he picks up. So he's like, yeah, you see. And then he goes into, but this is a great value for money car. I'm like, wait, whoa. There's the point where you've gone, hang on a minute. You've just told me that this thing isn't built very well. And then you're telling me it's good value for me to buy it. He also goes out throughout the video saying it's people that aren't really that bothered about cars that will buy it. You know, old grannies and things, right? It's like, is that not irresponsible?
Yeah.
Yeah, is he claiming that they didn't pay for him to go out and to the factory and stuff like that? They didn't buy him a meal? As in, they didn't pay for him to go and do the review?
And I suspect you won't see in the Carwow bank account payment from BYD each month. No. It won't be like that. But they obviously get invited to things. They get treated very well at certain things. And we've heard through channels like JM that there's certain things that they're asked to not say, mainly, about their car. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm not accusing Matt Watson and Carwow of anything. I'm just pointing out these points.
Yeah, I mean, it's not great consumer advice, is it? Spend £20,000 on a Chinese EV.
Well, it goes on in that one where he sort of demonstrates as well. It's got this huge dead zone in the steering where he literally does that and it doesn't move. And then he talks about it's got a sport mode where it makes a noise. And then he talks about how it kind of washes out at the front end. And I'm thinking, it's like, this dangerous, Matt. The car's dangerous. And you've just told us that it's not built very well either.
But I bet it'll be quick 0 to 60.
Oh,
But
it'll
still
be
be quick.
damn quick.
I don't know, and I
Yeah.
don't really care. There is a section on the 0 to 60. I really don't care. Oh, it's a hybrid apparently.
Okay.
Oh, right. Okay.
But it's another Chinese car.
Yeah, I'll have to give it a watch. They're coming to Sheffield, actually. It's the Cherry showroom. They're just building it at the minute.
Great.
Oh.
So,
We'll go and test drive one.
yeah, keep your eyes peeled for some cherries understeering
Yeah.
just around the corner near you.
Yeah, absolutely. With the wing mirror falling off. Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, because you were saying they're cheap, expensive. Well, unless they're made in China.
The cheap ones aren't expensive.
But it's this idea of that's value for money. No, that's not value for money. It's dig deeper.
yeah.
Something's not.
Hmm.
I think
Anyway.
you're mad if you buy one. Anyway.
What do you want to... Bit of news? What have we got?
Yeah, well, we've got loads of news as always. We can get into some news.
And now, the news. Not sponsored by Waymo.
Correct, not sponsored by Waymo. I suppose we should start with a Waymo news item. We got a great comment from someone, and I'd not seen this before, and he called it a Whymo. And I thought,
A Whymo,
I like
brilliant.
that. And,
I didn't see that.
And I found a mainstream media news article
Mm-hmm.
that's actually doing a bit of correct motor journalism, I would say. And it says, driverless car, this is in the Telegraph, driverless cars are a solution looking for a problem. Whymo. Why indeed?
Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
Yeah,
What do we want autonomous driving vehicles for? And what he's pointing out in this article is that there are fewer and fewer players in this market, so they've all been having a go at it. It's obviously very hard. Surprisingly, human beings are really good computers. They're really good sensors. Are really good at reacting and avoiding and interpreting. And the car, the Whymo, with most things on it. Oh, I'm behind a paywall here. But he did mention in this, he even mentioned about you'll own nothing and be happy.
Oh, really?
In that article.
Yeah.
So I'll try and find the non-paywall version and get it to you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Screenshot it while you still can.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, before it gets taken down.
The Telegraph always seemed to be a little bit less censored than the other mainstream papers, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They still had their issues, but they did call out quite a bit of stuff over the last sort of 6 years or so.
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, my view on all media is you don't trust any single source, especially the one that says trust us. And in this country, that's the BBC.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't trust people that say you can trust me. That's not how trust works.
Yeah.
My view on it is you look at all different news sources, including alternative media as opposed to legacy media, and come to your own conclusions. Look at it all.
Yeah.
Question everything,
or don't. But then don't have an opinion. What bugs me is this sort of hot takes that people have, which is just the mainstream media narrative, and they state them as their own opinions, and you go, well, that's just what the BBC said. That's all you did there is parrot, and then reckon that you were claiming you were informed in some way. Right, more news. Now then, there is a... I'm going to cover... 2 new Chinese cars. So we've just looked at Toyota, haven't we? And fantastic new sports cars coming down the line. Now, did you know that BYD is building the Denza Z, or Z if you're in America, which I've discovered is they have a luxury car brand. Don't know if you knew this. And it's the luxury car brand is Yang Wang,
Ooh, got to be careful with that one.
Well, I realise that I think the ideal 2-car garage for the EV nutter is a yang wang and a dong feng, isn't it? Yeah.
Yang Wang at the weekend.
Yeah. So they are introducing.
Got to be a joke there somewhere.
Yeah. So it's like a dog with two or something. I don't know. There's a joke somewhere in there about your wang and your dong.
More market research needed.
Yeah.
On that one.
Considering that it's like China want to sell these cars to the rest of the world, don't they? I mean, it might seem like a good name in China, but surely they know it's not elsewhere. I don't know. I find it a bit bizarre that they come up with these brand names. Anyway, the Denza Z sports car. I'm just going to hide that headline because I just want you can see it there. Okay.
Back wheels look a bit
don't
small.
look too closely.
Yeah.
And so this car will have 1,582 horsepower.
How
Let's
much?
have a look at it again.
Say that again.
Look at the tyres. The rear tyres.
Yeah. Sorry, just repeat that because I think I misheard you.
1,582 brake horsepower.
Jesus. It just doesn't sit. It doesn't sit like a car that should have anything over 200 brake horsepower.
Indeed.
Sorry, who's this aimed at? Is this a real car that's going to be launched?
Yeah. I know,
And
right?
so it's got to be full electric.
Full electric with a top speed of 350 kilometers per hour. That's 217 miles per hour.
Oh,
Convertible.
Convertible.
It's a 4-seat one as well. Do you imagine that? 4 up with the roof off, doing 200 miles an hour in a Chinese EV.
I bet your rear view mirror would be wobbling a bit at that speed.
And now I'm sort of reading that this is the carnewschina.com. So just bear that in mind. But it says it's interesting, this sort of way they say these things. The new model is a driver-focused sports car that follows a new design language. That's just nonsense. That sentence just nonsense.
You know what it looks like? It looks like a Chinese copy of the Maserati MC12 or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, the little, like the lights at the front, very similar. Yeah.
It goes on to say, it is a planted car. Now, I'm sorry, but planted in car terms means it really holds the road well. The person writing this doesn't know that. They've not driven it. So I find it curious that they're saying that.
Yeah. And it doesn't even look planted.
It doesn't look planted. It looks like it's going to...
If your car looks planted, you can't normally fit your shoe between the wheel and the wheel arch. That one looks like looks like an off-roader.
So they're also proposing to do a coupe version. Paint it yellow and put a wing on it. Yeah. But it's thinking about that speed, 350 kilometers per hour, and it says, for comparison, the AMG GT Coupe, no, Mercedes, is a top speed of 317. So it's slower than that. There's that thing of you are trusting this mobile phone battery company to make within, I don't know, how long they've been around? 10 years or something?
Yeah.
To be making a car that's faster than a Mercedes AMG GT.
Wow.
And when they made the Mercedes AMG GT, the goal wasn't to make it the fastest car possible, was it?
No.
They gave it a level of performance suitable for that car and that audience. I feel like that Chinese car is that they're going to make it as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Regardless of...
Yeah, exactly.
else.
I mean, this thing we say, and I think channels like Carwow are to blame for some of this because their road test is drag racing.
Yeah.
On an airstrip.
Yeah.
Which is what we all do.
Which is probably what they're watching and thinking, oh, that's what the UK.
So it's always these one-trick ponies.
Yeah.
They're extremely fast acceleration.
And when's it launching?
Well,
or is it here now?
As soon as it hits 350 kilometres per hour, probably. I don't know. And I don't care.
Well, give it 6 months a year later, and there'll be several planted in various grass verges around the country, I guess. So.
Possibly. July. It's nearly here. Now, you think that's mad? There's another from a totally new Chinese car brand.
Go on.
What's this one called?
And then it's called the Cosmera. This, honestly, just it's like I've fallen into a alternate universe here. New electric hypercar is going to have 3,154 horsepower.
So was it a Nissan Almera and obviously a Ford Cosworth? I'm thinking, where did they get that name from?
The Cosmera. I don't know.
I guess
Cosimera.
They all sat in a room somewhere.
Yeah.
I thought, right, how do we think of the name?
They'll call this the
for a new
Cosi
car?
in future. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that might be it.
We'll make
Right,
it
let's have a look
really
at that.
fast.
Have you got a picture?
Yeah.
So go at 3,000.
Oh, that's a Bugatti, surely.
Go. That's where the grill.
No,
they got the front grill from there. Could be a
It
Bugatti,
looks
haven't they?
like they've... No, I'm saying Fisker Ocean. Or maybe I'm wrong on that. No, I'm wrong. I'm talking about the old Fisker. Yeah. There's an old Fisker.
Who knows? I mean, they're just copying, regurgitating designs of everybody.
Yeah.
Aren't they? They can make something that looks good.
Is this real? Is this a?
Yeah.
away
This is how far away are we? Probably
taking a bit longer to sort this one out.
It was shown at CES in January, apparently in Las Vegas. That's the Computer Electronics show, whatever. The electronics consumer sort of show thing where they do like VR and new games consoles and whatever.
I mean, we're just going to probably end up with loads of these because they've got a chassis. There'll be a factory in China making chassis, and then somebody doing different size wheels, and then they ship one to the other and add them on, and then there'll be somebody else who puts the engine in, and then suddenly you've got all these little companies popping up just making bodies for them.
Now, something else.
Scale electric cars.
Yeah.
So essentially, that's what it'll be. Yeah.
Normally, the performance of the supercars filters down into your everyday driver, doesn't it? That's how it's always worked in the past.
They're just straight in with the hypercar.
500 brake horsepower was nuts at one point, wasn't it? It's like, oh, that's crazy. And then eventually it comes down and filters down, and all of a sudden you've got your family car with 500 brake horsepower.
Which we don't need.
Are we going to get the 3,000 brake horsepower?
So, given that you know that on the last one I showed you, what do you think the top speed is of this?
It's got to be touching 300, hasn't it? Miles per hour. It's got to be
341 miles per hour. What?
Christ.
Why?
Yeah.
I mean, the Autobahn's the only place that you could
Can't even
get close, but that thing would disintegrate surely at that speed.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just a plastic body on it.
I mean, if anybody's brave enough, I think Evel Knievel's dead, unfortunately. But yeah.
See, I wonder these factories. So, if you think they've started making cars in China over the last 10 years.
Well, that's the interesting thing about this company. They didn't start making cars.
Absolutely,
they make vacuum vacuum cleaners. Yeah,
no way.
It's a vacuum cleaner company.
Yeah.
If he stuck to the road, that's for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now what was that? Is it
Mercury? Yeah.
I can't say it, but that's fan car, isn't it? That sucks itself to the road.
Yeah, they need a few of them. Yeah.
So they've got this supercar that does 340 miles an hour. And then all the old vacuum cleaner
Tech.
the old tech, that's just sucking it to the ground. Presumably.
That
Using
would,
all the old stock of the old vacuum cleaner engines.
it would be useful if it did do that. I suspect they just put the vacuum cleaner motors in the wheels and then there you go.
Nuts, yeah. There's a massive difference between like 240 and 340 miles per hour. When you're getting up to those speeds, that's nuts.
Oh, it is. I remember doing 150 miles an hour once, not in the UK. And it was on a motorway and I wasn't driving. I was just a passenger. But
You've done faster than that with me.
But on a normal road.
Yeah.
And I say a normal road, it was motorway, but there was like this gentle bend in the motorway and it looked like a right angle.
Yeah.
Like a 90-degree
Well,
bend.
then you get the undulation in the road as well that wasn't there before, is when you're at that speed.
Yeah, can you imagine?
I wouldn't trust
No.
the development of that to be safe. There's no way I would trust it.
Do you remember the Chinese EV speed record? Was it BYD? I think it was. But it just looked so unstable. It was on a big like 10-track oval circuit, and you can see it getting faster and faster. And as it gets close to its target speed, it's going across like 3 or 4 lanes, trying to the guys fighting it to keep it in a straight line. Because with the battery power, you can just brute force your way up to what speed you want.
Yeah.
You don't need the
You need advanced ground effect.
Yeah.
On that sort of speed of car. If Mercedes, Porsche, Ferrari, whatever are developing that's going to be, the motorsport filters in. That's the whole point.
Yeah,
you don't buy a car like off a vacuum cleaner
company. If it came from motorsport, you would never have that much power because you wouldn't need that much power on a racetrack. Yep. You're not going to gain any speed. Quite nicely onto something I want to talk about. This was brought to my attention from another podcast, the Mighty Car Mods podcast. And they were talking about the automated driving system that BYD has. And all these companies with the automated driving, they all call them different things. Do you know what the BYD one is called?
No idea.
No?
No.
So it's called the God's Eye. That's what they've called it.
The God's Eye?
The God's Eye. Now, is that, you might not have seen the movie, so is that familiar to you in any way, shape or form?
Sounds dystopian.
So, the God's Eye was featured in some Fast and the Furious movies. The later ones, when everything's going all over the top.
Yeah.
One of the movies, I can't remember, maybe 7, 8.
Yeah.
The premise of the movie was the bad guys had this weapon, and the weapon was called the God's Eye. And what it allowed them to do, I'll pull up the little bit of text. So, God's Eye is portrayed as an almost all-seeing digital tracking system by accessing cameras, phones, computers, and other connected devices. It can locate virtually anyone in the world within minutes. The system combines hacking, facial recognition, and global surveillance to identify, track, and track targets. So yeah, basically in the movie, this God's Eye thing, you could, send your enemies careering off a cliff just with like a click of a button.
That's fascinating.
Isn't that just interesting? Is it them just having a bit of a laugh, thinking, we can call it this? Or
I saw a news article this week. It's very on topic. That said that, do you remember Pokemon Go? Mm-hmm. Catch 'em if you can. And you were Paddy's looking God out at me.
I've not seen any of the Fast and Furious films, and I've never never watched a Pokemon thing.
No. There was you wouldn't have had to have been aware of it. You were probably aware of this ridiculous fad at the time. I don't know how long ago that would be. Maybe 10 years ago now, where they had this augmented reality game where you could use your phone and find Pokemon.
Oh, yes.
Right?
I think I saw somebody wandering around aimlessly.
That'll be it.
So that became a fad all over the world, and you were finding them in your granny's bedroom and all.
Were they
sorts
real
of things.
things?
No.
So it was like augmented reality. So they're not real. They just
Right.
exist in virtual 3D
Okay.
space.
Yeah.
But you got to point your camera at them
And
to
then
see
they'd
it.
appear on the phone.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
you got it, you got it.
you.
So apparently, that was collecting data that is now used for targeting systems. I'll have to pull the
Really?
article up so you can put it,
Wow.
because I'm just doing off memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen.
But exactly
something
what you
about
were just
that, yeah.
saying.
And is that a fact?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Cool.
Yeah. So
Cool.
so they've used that data then to inform,
And
because they've been collecting all of this.
yeah.
Everyone, I was thinking that every one of these Chinese devices, we've got a DJI camera that we've got here. I've got a DJI drone. If you've got like the cars and stuff with all the sensors and the GPS, these are all GPS enabled. These things as well. It knows where it is, what it's looking at, and it's building a digital map of everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're definitely, everyone's up to something, aren't they? But like even this social media ban for
Well, we know
kids.
People
like get them while they're young.
People are
They're
getting
on
it.
digital IDs just to get them online.
It's not just no, it's not just that. If you, it's about kids to
It's not
prove
about kids, yeah.
to prove that you're not a kid, you've got to prove you're an
exactly,
adult.
Yeah.
So everybody,
Yeah.
Oh, have we got to do it as well?
well, you lose access.
Oh,
You've got to
yeah.
prove you're an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're even including YouTube, by the way. So a lot of people spotting it. They know it's a digital ID push, and they just announced
Yeah.
it today.
It's a good way to sneak it in.
It's a good time to mention Tool of the Week.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Unfortunately, I had to come here in a bit of a rush, and I just finished work, and I just forgot again 2 weeks running Tool of the Week, the actual Tool of the Week. So we're going to have to go for. I obviously got Tool of the Week for forgetting and for other things. I am a bit of a tool. So I've got the award last week. This week.
Yes.
This week, very kindly, somebody's mentioned him in the comments, and I thought it was genius. So, Steer Karma.
Steer Karma, which is the nicest name I've ever heard for him, actually.
It is. Our good Prime Minister, the son of a tool maker.
He is a tool. There you go. Yeah.
He is Tool of the Week
Hey.
this week. Steer
There we go.
Karma.
Steer Karma.
Thanks, mate. I love that.
So that was for Reedy Friday 55. Got it right. But yeah, great comment.
It was. It was.
And he was the one that came up with the Whymo.
Oh, was he?
Well, yeah.
Oh, he's funny. We need to get him on.
Yeah, we need him on.
Yeah, we need someone funny on this podcast.
Well, since they're in the comments here, we had Paul J. Is that sometime? Oh, it is. It's Luke's dad, because I know Paul that before I didn't realise it was you commenting. I do now. And he's saying he drives quite a few Chinese cars at work.
I saw that comment.
and that they are total garbage.
Yeah.
We need to get behind the wheel of one, don't we? We really do.
Yeah, we
definitely need to do a
got
test-
to
yeah.
find a way of getting
Do a test drive.
Test driving. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
I fancy that 3,000 brake horsepower. Let's jump into that when it comes comes over here. Right, what's next?
Yeah, so
Got a couple of videos.
Yeah.
Do you want to have
go on.
You do a video.
So, do you want to do your video first?
All right.
Yeah, let's pull it up here because I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So we should just start. Let's have a look at this. Ready?
The interior is wow, I've got to say. It is absolutely wow in here. This is a first-person walk-around of the first ever fully electric Ferrari. I'm really keen to hear what you think about it, because I tell you what, when it was revealed, it was a little bit of a surprise, because it looks like no other Ferrari in the current stable, and arguably no other Ferrari that has ever come before it. But probably the coolest thing is on the inside. By the way, largest wheels ever on a Ferrari.
Because it's
production
definitely
car.
not on the
24
outside.
At the back, 23 at the front. Check this out. Everything is fared in. It's as aerodynamically slippery as it possibly could. Even the windscreen wipers have been considered. Now, check this. This is behind the wheel of the Luce. You've got the center screen that can pivot there.
I mean, that handle thing
That is
is just ridiculous.
seriously
Everything feels
cheap, nasty.
amazing to touch.
You're not on your mic.
Sorry.
See is
Yeah.
it's
You see that the whole sort of the way that screen,
Yeah.
it just looks like a cheap piece of crap,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah,
But-
yeah.
You can just imagine going around corners and it's like
yeah,
going
yeah,
one
like you
side
turn,
to
it
the other,
turns
yeah.
away from you.
Yeah.
It's like,
And you're touching it and it's moving around and
yeah.
I mean,
there any
he
more,
was
or is
talking about like the buttons are really good to press, and that one of the buttons is made of glass, and it's oh god.
But some of these people are the same people that last year would be saying, "Oh, it's great that you do everything through the screen." You know, they're like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah,
the buttons."
yeah, absolutely.
You just
Yeah,
say anything's great.
Yeah, yeah. It's when you're halfway through it. Shall we make it to the end? Shall we?
Oh, is he really?
control. You put the car into its launch control mode, you pull that down, everything flashes orange, and you get to use all the power of the Luce to, well, basically beat pretty much anything away from the traffic lights. But here we go. The Luce front rear, first ever 5-seat Ferrari too, by the way. What do you think of this interior? The interior is wow.
He's just talking about the interior materials, really.
Yeah,
That you've
yeah.
paid £470,000 for a bit of nice leather, a glass knob.
I was going to mention there is an elephant in the room.
Oh
What's
yeah,
this
yeah,
big grey
yeah. We
CR
usually
thing?
have
Yeah.
a nice
Yeah.
car in the background.
We didn't
but-
introduce
We've got a
it, did
nice
we?
car in the
didn't.
background.
Well, this
Yeah.
this is my workhorse, and it's one previous owner that was my auntie.
Mhm.
So I've known this car since brand new, and it's just one of them.
Yeah.
It's
How many mileage?
180,000.
Lovely.
It's just passed another MOT, and it just keeps going and
Mhm.
doing the do.
Cool.
Yeah, K20.
K20's VTEC in it, yeah.
Excellent. All you need is a chessboard on the back seat.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you'll be,
I
Yeah.
reckon you can get a 65 inch.
Yeah, a 65-inch TV in there, yeah.
Yeah.
It's sideways.
yeah.
I don't know, actually. Could I even get it
I don't
in,
think you
in
could,
there in
no.
the box? Probably not. Need it delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have a video?
What no, I've not got a video, but I was going to do. So I did promise I'd do this. So and Mandy reminded me. Mandy, thank you in the comments. She's been a faithful viewer of our podcast all the way through, actually, and she's very entertained by us. And she's the sister of my mate Dale, who
Ah,
you ever met Dale? You not met
Yeah.
Dale, Ben?
I've not, no.
But but Dale
Dale's
is,
sister.
Dale is part of Keep Em Running Law
Oh, yeah. The Mazda.
because he donated the Mazda.
Yeah. He got started.
He
Of
did,
course,
yeah.
Yeah. This is all Dale's fault.
It's all Dale's fault, including his. So he did a bit of. He had a curiosity, and he spoke to the AI about it, where he wanted to ask it some questions about potholes. But what set him off was his wife got a new tyre, and he was a bit confused to see that there's a £4 charge for disposing of the old tyre.
Oh, that's gone up.
So this led him into wondering, well, what are used tyres used for?
Mm.
And surprisingly, they're used for repairing roads. So what they do, so they use they kind of make a rubber pellet,
Yeah.
and they use them for like the rubber mats on kids'
Oh, yeah.
playgrounds and stuff.
Is that
they
all
kind of do
tyres?
that stuff. Well,
Right.
part of it.
Yeah.
But you can have these sort of rubberized tarmacs, right?
Mm.
So they add them to the tarmac. Anyway, so it was telling that, and Dale obviously sort of knows a little bit about chemistry, and he was like, well, hang on a minute, rubber and bitumen, which is the tar, they don't mix, they don't chemically bond together. Don't know how he knew that and asked it, and the AI agreed. No, they don't, because he was saying, well, surely that will make it worse, and the AI was saying, no, it makes it better, because it can the rubber can make the surface more flexible. But then as he asked it, pointing out this, but they don't bond together naturally. Is the AI said, "Yeah, you're right. Actually, what they do is they cause the bitumen to break down more, because what happens is, I'll do a very simple description, is that the rubber absorbs the oils out of the bitumen,
Right.
and that expands. It actually is drawing the oils then out of the bitumen, so that becomes brittle and cracks, unless they use what they call a wet mix process, which I'm pretty sure they're not. If anybody's watching it works in road works and things, can sort of say about this. But apparently you need to take them to site in the special containers to be able to get this wet process underway, where they will chemically bond correctly. However, as this investigation goes along, he's having this conversation with the AI, and there's a lot of technicality in here, physicist absorption and all sorts of stuff that's going on in this process. Dale, being the suspicious type that he is, he asked it whether there was a chance that this wasn't happening. The AI said, well, if it's not, then they'll break apart within 3 to 4 years.
Oh, well.
Oh, so that's what we're seeing. I'm also not seeing, whenever you see these road repairs, what I'm seeing actually is I'm seeing 3 blokes in a transit tipper van with a pile of tarmac in the back, shoveling it into a hole and damping it down.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing happening.
And a
So
whacker
they're
plate
not-
if you look at it.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, we see them disintegrate within a year.
Yeah.
And he was saying, yes, by not doing this, there's a huge profit for the suppliers. And the AI says, and by the time the road breaks apart, the warranty on the contract's passed.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So the temptation to
Yeah.
do it. So I don't know. I'm not making any accusations. It's just that I think it was interesting to know that tyre rubber is
Yeah,
going into
interesting.
road surfaces and potentially it isn't doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
So he was picking out on, hang on, I've been charged for something you're going to sell. That was his start.
Yeah.
Everybody's scamming everybody.
Interesting, yeah.
All the way down the line. And as the AI quite rightly pointed out to him, that is the taxpayer that takes the hit.
Yeah, I don't think everyone's scamming everyone. I think everyone's scamming us.
It's almost like the whole system's set up this way, isn't it? I don't know if I've been following I introduced you two guys to it, the internet saga of the moment. Bricks and minifix.
Oh, bricks and minifix. Yeah,
and this sort
that's
of
really
corporate culture, and it's amazing to if you've not watched that, and you like a bit of entertainment on the internet.
Awesome.
It's a real rabbit hole. isn't it?
Reckless Ben is the one,
Yeah.
and it's gone all over. It's all over the internet.
It is.
But it's it's exposing this corporate culture, and it's amazing how these people will lie, and blatantly lie, and they seem to be offended that anybody would point out that they were lying.
Yeah,
and then sue them.
Yeah, but all the way through the process, the corporations, which are the ones that are lying to everyone, are being protected by the system, by the police.
Yeah.
Literally, policemen protecting the CEO of this corporation, who's accusing this guy Ben from.
So I just sort of,
just
I mean, I
unbelievable.
know this is social commentary rather than car stuff, but it's become systemic, hasn't it?
Yeah, it
People
has,
ripping
yeah.
each other off and thinking
'cause
that's okay.
When you mentioned, there's a charge to get rid of the old tyre, it's like not surprising whatsoever. Of course there is.
No,
Yeah,
Of course
yeah,
there's a
of course.
charge.
Always.
Can't do that for free.
Yeah.
Another environmental tax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just every turn.
And £4 is quite a lot. I seem to remember it was cheaper than that a year or two ago when I last bought some tyres.
Yeah. I've never really sort of noticed, but
Donating
you
to your
picked up
local
on
go-kart track.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll just take it home next time. No, I'll have it.
Yeah.
make a
I bet
cocktail.
you're not allowed to, though.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
I'll dispose of my own tyre.
You've got one somewhere around.
Yeah. I kept one. It was just so expensive.
Did you have to still pay £4 though?
Now I'm thinking about it. Probably I should check that invoice. I
Yeah,
might
I
have
think you
paid
should.
for disposable of a tyre I kept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, and they're going to be upset that they weren't able to sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it all adds up. That's road repair stuff, doesn't it? It's
Yeah.
interesting.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
But if you fix the roads too well, you'll be out of a business if you do pothole repairs.
Well, they've done it
You're
again,
gonna-
haven't they? They've done that thing that they do of just spraying some bitumen on and then throwing some gravel
Yeah.
at it. They've done that again this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
As we said before on the podcast, they there's no way they're going to catch up.
When
Yeah.
we know, because we've done all the maths, that the amount of money they collect would relay every single road in the UK every year.
Something like that,
Yeah.
something nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that, wasn't it?
Mm.
It was nuts. So just to round up, I've got two final news articles. I thought they were interesting because they touch on stuff that we've talked about in the past. This is from the Sun. Chinese car giant, we can guess who that is, scraps UK factory over high energy costs. You know which company that is,
Mhm.
the one that burns your dreams.
Yeah.
And the one that Steer Karma went to flirt with in China
Yeah.
to build cars here,
Yeah.
they've now said, "No, we're not doing it."
Oh, have they?
And the
Oh.
reason they've said they're not doing it is they said because of the price of electricity.
Oh, so
in
I
this
wonder,
country.
So I wonder if when that was announced, was that around the time that Tony Blair said that Miliband's net zero fallacy was?
I don't know. I mean, whenever Tony Blair says something, you know he's up to something.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
That's what I'm
dodgy.
thinking.
So, I don't know what he was up to, but I remember him.
Yeah,
Sort of
you couldn't
saying
really write
something.
it, could you? Just
No.
this.
Yeah,
It's
he's always up to something dodgy.
Yeah.
But this is an interesting thing. So this has got the government between a rock and a hard place because they were also promising BYD to build hundreds of mega rapid EV chargers. There's been this thing about 5-minute charge. I keep hearing.
Yeah,
I've been
I
hearing
heard
it
something
for
about
a
that.
year at least,
Yeah.
and I don't believe it's real. I'm not seeing it at all. But anyway, they were going to build 300 of these in the UK as part of this deal, which they say now they're not going to do it. Now, in another article, I just want to show the bind that the government's got themselves into. This is from Carwow. That the government's targets to sell EVs are going to be reduced.
I saw this today.
Now, so the ZEV, there's another one. ZEV?
Zero something. Zero. I don't know.
Zero emission vehicle.
Okay.
It's a ZEV. So 80%. What they were committed to was 80% of the cars that they sell would be electric by 2030.
And that's UK government.
That's UK. Yeah. We're the worst. We're getting absolute worst of this stuff, and we have in all sorts of ways for a long time. We're really being hit hard here. And it says that looks set to change as appetite for EVs doesn't meet expectations. Well, that's what we're talking about a lot, that people don't want these cars. So they are revising this. Now, the current point where they're supposed to be at the moment is 30%-ish, which they haven't quite met. Now, as I was saying last week, that's also with them faking the figures. So what's happening is you can't keep doing this thing of pre-registering and claiming you've sold a car.
Yeah.
You can't keep doing that forever.
Yeah.
The reasons that are happening is well, it's not the 3,750 quid, although they're pocketing that as well, the manufacturers. It's because they're getting penalised massively if they don't meet these targets.
Something else to think about is all the people that would have wanted to buy an EV have already bought an EV.
Yeah.
The leftover people that they're trying to convince to turn to EVs are going to be the hardest ones to convince.
Yeah.
You're just looking at the kind of diehard petrol heads.
They're
not, in a million years, they're not going to go over. So,
you still got like company car drivers who, I mean, I don't know. I don't officially have a company car, or not the traditional.
It's got to be
kind
incentives,
anyway.
hasn't it?
But it used to be you get a new one every 3 years.
Yeah.
Which kept the second-hand market going with half decent cars with high mileage. But now I don't know what companies are doing with the expense of these cars now. Well, are they doing it every 3 years still?
Well, I don't know.
Are they
It's
shifting
all,
to every?
It's all incentivized, isn't it? That's the only way you're going to get the remaining people into EVs.
But it's a problem for them as well, isn't it? Because it's still a an asset of the company that they've got to then sell off at some point.
Yeah, and the remaining market that's buying the used vehicles, they're not wanting EVs. So you've got sort of diehard EV owners. They might go to buy a new EV. They'll go to sell their old EV. Who's buying it? No one.
Yeah.
No one wants
No,
it.
absolutely. Yeah. Well, I was walking down the road on Sunday, and there was this couple walking just over there, and this guy, I was just earwigging, and this guy was trying to explain to his partner, or whoever she was, how technology and electric cars it's moving so fast, and he sounded like he was one of your diehard electric
341 miles an hour.
Yeah, it was quick. Yeah,
and
moving quick, all right.
Yeah, and so you're right. I mean, any kind of fan of an electric car, he doesn't want one that's 5 years old that he's going to have to change the battery next week. It's going to cost him 15 grand for a new battery or whatever it is. Because technology has moved so fast, because there's now new buttons and different lights and 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
And a quicker charger.
I've got many opinions of people who speak such ways. I don't think it's their own mind, It's just like I say about mainstream. You're just parroting. The truth is often very different.
Yeah.
It's not working.
It would be interesting in maybe, 3 years. That's how long people usually keep a car for these days. All the Chinese stuff hasn't really entered the used market properly yet, has it? It's not really. It hasn't really been introduced as a used car yet. So your BYDs and stuff, they're all probably on first owner or second owner.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've got
but
got a guy at work who he's got a BYD, and I think he's probably had it getting on a year, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it'll just be interesting when it does start to hit the market as properly used cars, how well they will sell.
Yeah.
Do you know him then?
I do know him. Yeah.
Does he like it?
I think he kind of does.
Yeah.
I think there's a little bit of wanting to do the right thing. I think this is the problem with a lot of people, is that they've watched the news, they've been fed by the BBC all this stuff on climate change and blah 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 blah, and how to save the world, and they all want to do the right thing. And unfortunately, everyone's lying to them.
Correct.
And they're not able to look at different media sources, like you were saying earlier. Don't just watch the mainstream, but watch independent media, and then don't believe any one of them. You've got to use your own brain and figure it out.
Critical thinking as well.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, we talked about it a lot in the last one. It's like it's an absolute nonsense to say that buying a new Chinese car is doing anything to reduce your carbon footprint. You've definitely got a much higher carbon footprint than I have.
Buying one to do your tootling around town, a small one, I kind of get that. I do get that. But these things are massive.
Some beasts on the road.
Absolutely massive.
It's very much the thing, isn't it? Is that they're always huge and heavy, and it's these aren't efficient. This isn't efficient.
And you got one little guy driving around in them all day. It's like, that was really funny. That photo that you put on the group of your car parked next to what was it, a Kia?
EV9.
Oh yeah, that's can we put that on?
Put that on the screen.
That was
that an
awesome.
EV9?
I mean,
EV9,
like your Mercedes back in the day, that would have looked. That was a decent sized car.
You didn't. It wasn't
family car.
You didn't think it was a small car.
No, not at all. But
now
put it next to
just
these
looks
things,
tiny, doesn't it?
Almost anything you park it next to, anything new that you park it next to is just it looks
nuts.
tiny. It looks like a toy car.
So all these little small changes get us used to.
Yeah.
And people have got short memories, haven't they? They don't remember 3, 4, 5 years ago.
I think they're trying to forget.
Yeah.
I think they want to forget.
Well, maybe.
Oh, yeah. The client, yeah.
On that note.
Yeah, exactly. We try not to stray too far, do we? Yeah. Right, on that note, thanks, chaps.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Podcast number 7 on the second podcast on the new channel.
Yeah.
Thank you all for viewing. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends. And anything you want us to cover, actually, give us some suggestions of stuff you want us to get into. We're all about that because there's a lot going on out there, and I know a lot of you are tracking it.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Great. Thank you.
Keep them running.
See ya.
Cheers. Bye.
Good.